really analyze what's your role here. What part are you playing in what's going on in this human community and in how we're treating animals? Farming is disgusting. The farming of animals is just plain grotesque. And even the way we take care of animals. Like I said, people want to save whales. Well, what do you want to save them for? We know what's going to happen to them as soon as they have a survivable or a thriving population. We will farm them. We're doing it with seals right now. Okay, hundreds of thousands of seals will be killed, will be banged over the head with clubs, every year. We're farming them. We're farming wild animals, and we're doing it by rules that farmers can't kill animals by. I mean, that's the grotesque irony. In this region, we have too many deer, but the culling process is being controlled by the Department of Fish and Wildlife, and that's basically a hunter's organization. And so they just keep the population extraordinarily high. They cull every year 1/3 of the population. So that's the Holocaust these animals live through. They're shot with bow and arrows. They die slowly and miserably, on average. 30,000 of them are hit by cars and do property damage that way. They spread Lyme disease, do all these other things because of incompatibility between humans and these animals. And yet we accept this bullshit. Idiots will say, well, let's just kill more deer. But that's not going to happen as long as the wrong people are in control of the problem. And that's the way the circumstance is. It's not being controlled by people who want to solve the problem. It's being controlled by people who have an incentive in perpetuating the problem, because they gain their recreation through exploiting the animals. It's that simple. And so people are killed by Lyme disease, or maybe even $1 billion in the state is just thrown in the garbage every year through property damage, to farmland and to people's private residences and automobiles. And for what? For absolutely nothing. To preserve something that most people don't even appreciate anyway. And that's part of this argument, is that these people who are I don't give a damn about the survival of species. I give a damn about the life of animals. I give a damn about consciousness. That's what worries me. That's what concerns me. As an individual, I chose a long time ago. I made the statement to myself, I'm never having kids. I said that before probably my 11th birthday. So yeah, if it was up to me, yeah, the human race would end. But who would cry if I was the only person here? Nobody, because I wouldn't be crying. I really don't care about survival. I care about the quality of that survival. And I think logically that's the only rational thing to care about. There's no necessity of existence. The necessities are in how we exist. Those are the ones, there's where the imperatives show up. Because our existence, our creation, it had no purpose. It has no, it was fulfilling no need. It satisfied no urgent wanting, any pain, any suffering, any longing desire by the universe to have, a reproducing DNA molecule. It just isn't there. And there's been huge diversity through the billions of years of evolution, and we can't even itemize all the species on Earth, let alone care whether they exist or not. I'm certainly not for exterminating species. We can keep them in zoos, we can keep them in preserves. We can give them some space, and we can pretend they're accomplishing something, especially if we have some paranoia about that idea of allowing them to go extinct. It does bother some people, and we can respect that, but we don't have to be idiots. We don't have to play some idiotic game that where we deny just the functional, practical truth. And the truth is that our real world, our civilization, is not, it's not some kind of wildlife park. We can't make it that way. It's got to function, and it's not going to function with bears and deers and wolves and all this other stuff roaming our streets. It's just idiotic, stupid. It makes no sense whatsoever, and it's because we're not being responsible. and we're not being intellectually honest and consistent. I mean, the hypocrisies are obvious. I mean, like I said, if we made killing retarded human beings a recreational sport, what would that statement be? I mean, just when you think about it, when we ban things like bullfighting, but we'll let people essentially throw darts at animals. I mean, what sense does that make? It doesn't make any sense. It's logically preposterous to sit there and validate those two circumstances. So, enough said. But there's a lot more to say. I mean, I can't tell you, oh yeah, you should become a vegetarian. I can say, yeah, I probably can say you should become a vegetarian. You should give a damn. I can't obligate you to. I believe in democracy. I wouldn't force anything. Even in a democracy, I'd say you can't force these issues until you have a consensus of opinion. But we've got to move in that direction. I mean, I think it is inevitable. People will wise up. I mean, I really think I do agree with Pete in the sense that it is the future, a sensitivity and appreciation for what animals experience is the future. It is inevitable, so we might as well already get there. You might as well already change your behavior. If you can't change your behavior, just don't sit there and breed it into somebody else. Don't endorse it. Don't celebrate your fucktardedness, okay? Your dependencies, your addictions. I mean, I still smoke cigarettes, but I don't endorse cigarette smoking. You really can't do that. You can be an asshole, but you can make a statement and say, and just accept that, yes, I'm an asshole. I need to eat meat. But I don't endorse it, and I don't suggest anybody else do it. But when you rationalize, when you try to defend yourself instead of call yourself an asshole, that's when you truly become part of the problem, not part of the solution. So, now enough said. Maybe.